Everybody wanted to come to America. There was something that everybody dreamed of.
72 years ago, Halina Zimm's wish came true.
I was born in Poland, Lodz, Poland.
To reach the U.S., the immigrant living in Henrico endured a road less traveled and far more dangerous than most.
I used to watch movies of Shirley Temple all the time.
But unlike Hollywood, the 93-year-old's tale is true.
Eyes, kind of look at the eyes, kind of sad. Look.
When she was just 11, Halina, her parents, and 2 sisters made a life or death decision and fled their home.
1939, when the Germans marched into Poland, things have changed completely.
As a Jewish family, they were being hunted.
There were rumors going around that the Germans are killing the Jews, killing people. People didn't believe it. Nobody believed it. This is my father.
The family lived in a one-room house for 2 years.
A day was like a month, because it was so long, yeah.
Eventually, the Nazis caught up.
Very scary, very scary.
Halina knew she had to flee and bid farewell to her parents.
That was probably the worst thing in my life when I had to say goodbye to them, because I knew I'd never see them again. I knew that.
With the help of a mother in the village, Halina assumed the identity of her daughter.
She was a wonderful, wonderful Christian woman. Absolutely. It wouldn't be for that woman, we wouldn't be here.
Using a birth certificate and official papers, Halina Zimm became Wanda Kasusic.
I took identity of another person. But we cannot live there anymore. We had to go somewhere else.
For 2 years, the teen worked as a servant for a wealthy Polish couple in Warsaw. Some were skeptical of Halina.
I'll never forget the words when he told me, "Get up here, Jew. And you know what we do to Jewish people? You're going to be shot."
War was raging around them.
You could hear the fighting. You could hear the machine guns and all that. And then suddenly, everything stops.
Halina fled again. She was 15.
I learned very quick how to survive. Yeah.
By war's end, Halina walked for weeks back home. She yearned to see her family.
I would say that was 1944.
A reunion with her sisters, 3 years in the making.
A professional photographer snapped a picture. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Remember, this is Warsaw.
Her parents were gone. They perished in the concentration camp at Treblinka.
It was a very dark time in history, terrible time in history.
In 1949, Halina and her husband immigrated to the United States, settling in Richmond.
It's been such a long time. Things come back to you when you look at those things.
Halina says her story is too important not to share.
Many people didn't want to talk about it because it was too painful for them to talk about it. Not me.
Please stay afterwards so that she can hug each and every one of you.
She accepts invites to speak at high schools and service groups.
As long as they ask me, as long as the people ask me, I could never say no.
Crowds are exposed to an extraordinary history lesson.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to the students at Fremont High School last month. They listen and they can relate because I'm trying to be very honest with them.
As a child, Halina Zimm chose a road less traveled to survive.
I was young, I was always going places.
In her golden years, this senior is taking you on a journey, so you always remember.
I've seen so much hate in my life, and I always tell the kids, hate is wrong. It can destroy you. You can never be happy when you've got hate in your heart.
Miss Halina is looking forward to the good old days when she can return to the classroom and address her beloved students because, as she says, she can't turn down a speaking engagement. For I Have a Story, I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News.